A busy day then for IPOs today. The Nasdaq opening bell was rung by Vita Coco, celebrating the company's public debut. Shares in the New York-based firm were offered at $15 and opened more than 2% higher. That puts the company's value at about $850 million. Shares are now trading a bit lower. Joining me now, Vita Coco CEO Mike Kirban. Congratulations. How was the day?
Thanks so much. It's been incredible, exhilarating, fun, awesome.
How do you think you've convinced investors around this IPO and your future, because you are suffering from the same supply problems that so many others in your sector are suffering from?
Yeah, I think twofold. Two things that resonated really well as we were talking to investors. One is we're a high growth consumer brand, consumer business that is both profitable and cash generative. And that is quite rare these days for a mid-sized beverage or mid-sized food or beverage company. So we're excited about that. And at the same time, the other thing that was quite convincing, which ties into your question, is our supply chain. We've created an incredible moat around our business that enables us to really push back any potential entrants or definitely anybody trying to scale in the coconut water business. And so I think that puts us in a very unique position moving forward as the category is really growing and expanding.
How concerned are you? We keep hearing and we keep reporting on all of these concerns running up to the holiday season, and companies like yours unable to get product in. Not an issue with the product, but with the transport system. How concerned are you about that?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's been an issue for us for, a year and a half now. We've been supply constrained, yet we've grown the business 17% through the first half of this year and accelerated that growth into Q3. It's a process these days. I mean, we've done all of this while being supply constrained. Shelves are not full all the time. We are not delivering the best service that we could because it's taking a while to get through ports, to get into warehouses, and to get to shelves. It's something that we're all dealing with, but we're able to continue to accelerate growth and drive profitability at the same time.
Who's your typical consumer?
So our consumer is a few things. One, it's a consumer who is health conscious, right? Coming out of COVID, consumers are starving for health and wellness, and our brands are healthy and functional, plant-based. It's also, we have a very interesting demographic mix. I mean, we over-index with Asians and Latinos. Both, at least in the US, are driving true change in the food and beverage world. And finally, it's young consumers. It's young consumers who we're connecting with, who are driving, to be honest, the majority of the new entrants into the category, the majority of the growth in the category. These consumers are not sitting around the breakfast table eating muffins and cereal anymore. They're making smoothies and acai bowls with coconut water. They're jumping off the Peloton, grabbing a coconut water on their way out of the house. This is what's happening in consumer with this young generation, and we're sitting at the tip of the spear of these generational changes.
It could be something different though, couldn't it? Could it not just be a fashion, a fad? I know that some investors have suggested, these things come and go, and, in the same way that you hit the market, another one might come in behind you and send you off kilter a bit. How do you argue against that?
Yeah, I think two things. One, coconut water has been one of the highest consumed beverages in the tropical world for hundreds of years. All we did is we took it and brought it to North America and Western Europe. The second thing is we've been building this business for 17 years. I don't think it's a fad or a trend. If it is, it's a 17-year fad or trend, and it continues to accelerate. So I think I feel pretty good about it. I feel like we're in a great position, and I think consumers, I don't think health and wellness is going away anytime soon. Consumers are looking for more and more health, functionality, and wellness, and that's where we play with all of our brands, not only Vita Coco, but our healthy beverage brands.
You've had some very high-profile investors, haven't you? Some celebrity investors. How helpful was that? Was that something you sought to help with the brand, or something that just came to you?
In the early days, Madonna, Rihanna, Matthew McConaughey, they came to us. They were drinking the brand, they were supporting the brand, and they said, look, we talk about it in interviews, we're drinking it on stage. How do we invest in the business? And they did, and I think our early investors, these celebrity investors, helped us give us a louder microphone from which to speak and have a greater voice and be able to tell people about the benefits of coconut water over the years. And this has had a big impact on the business over the last 17 years.
Okay. Michael Kirban, thank you very much indeed for joining us on I know, a very busy day for you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.